So I was scrolling through my quotes I have on Instagram. You can go down the description, click on my Instagram, and you can find them as well. There were some older quotes, like from I think about 30 weeks ago, maybe even more. And I looked at them and I found one that I find kind of interesting because I wasn't really busy with this type of stuff, with the self-improvement, but I started tapping into the self-improvement more and more at that point. And this quote is about being reborn. So pushing through your limits, basically dying and then being reborn. And that was about the gym. I think this will actually apply in business as well and in mental health as well. So what I meant with it is to become a better person by pushing through your limits, then being reborn after you push through your limits. That's when I just started watching Hamza. He's a really big YouTuber on self-improvement, and he helped me actually get the discipline to start my YouTube channel. It's because I heard Hamza say that I was a pussy if I didn't start my YouTube channel when I was saying I was gonna, because I literally procrastinated for weeks before I started. And he made me more self-accountable, and I am right now teaching that to you because I'm very self-accountable as well. Because when I don't make a YouTube video, I literally tell myself in my journal I'm a failure because I failed that day, because I didn't make a YouTube video, because I couldn't get on IDs. Anyway, back on the topic, dying and being reborn. What this means is pushing through your limits, and this can be in everything. At that moment, I was talking about the gym and pushing through your limits in the gym, pushing the weights until you literally was about. I was literally about to collapse, and I felt really good. So this sounds really weird, of course, because I was about to collapse, literally fall down on the ground, but I felt so good. I felt so light. I felt happy because I pushed through something when I was in a lower point of my life. Why is this a meaningful thing, and why is this actually important to talk about in terms of business, mental health? Mental health is pushing through your limits in a sense, at least for me. Because when I started fixing my mental health, I had to push through limits every day because the limits were literally so low. Like the bar was very low for me. When I started my mental health journey, and that is about 4 months ago, 4 to 5 months ago, I started pushing through my limits more and more and more. Stopped gaming, which was a big part of my low mental health. And of course the trauma and stress and PTSD. That will go on in a later video. But pushing through your limits is something that I made up myself. Probably someone else already had it, but I made it up myself at that point because I was pushing through something and feeling better because of it. So that can be in your chores that you have on a day. So outsourcing, making a YouTube video like I am doing right here, or not gaming on a day, or not being on your phone all the time. Those are things you push through your limits, and you be reborn every day as a happier and more fulfilled person. Because happiness, of course, you can't feel happy every day, but you can feel fulfilled every day. And that is what you do with delaying instant gratification. And you delay instant gratification is pushing through your limits, because you're basically pushing so hard to delay the instant gratification. You can feel down because of it at that moment, but the next day you feel reborn and more happy. So I think that quote is actually a lot bigger than I thought it to be at that point. And that's what I wanted to make a video about, because I want to share this with you. When you're pushing and you're at your limit, try to push through it. Try to literally die or in your head or collapse. Be exhausted for the day. When you push through a good limit, like delaying instant gratification, like hitting a new PR in the gym, like winning a sparring match when you're in martial arts, like not gaming on a day, that will go in delaying instant gratification, of like doing your chores of the day and pushing through your limits. And maybe you're exhausted on that day, right? Even in socializing, you can push through your limits and you'll be exhausted, right? But when you do that, the next day, your future self will be so grateful for you and you'll be reborn. And that is what I can get out of the quote right now. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. So, I'm just a small conventional YouTuber. I help people. I'm just a small conventional YouTuber. I help people by getting in a. Fuck me. I'm just a small conventional YouTuber. I give a lot of tips on mental health, on a better life overall, and in the gym, and how to be more masculine. So if you would like to subscribe and put on the bell notification, it's a win-win for both of us. So if you heard this quote, I'm gonna say it one more time. Try to push through your limits, die, and be reborn again. That's how I will say it right now. It probably doesn't stand exactly in the quote, but that's how I will say it right now. Start using the quote, start having that mindset of pushing through your limits and pushing towards something better for your future self. Alright, work hard every day, be proud of yourself every day, and I will see you later.